up on the show, students on the campus of Southern Miss have shown their support for Palestine. We will have more on this at the top of the show.
Following the tragedy that took place last semester, USM takes action and improves on-campus safety.
All of this and more on SMTV. SMTV News for Wednesday, January 31st starts now.
From the Chuck Scarborough Television Studio on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi, this is SMTV News. News you can use.
Hello, USM family, and thank you for tuning in to another season of SMTV. I'm Bethal Miles.
And I am Amaya Norman. Here's our top news story for today. Some students expressed their support for Palestine with a protest. SM2 News reporter Suvi Lama has more on the story.
We're in front of I-49 on Hardy Street where students are protesting to support the Palestinian cause. SM2 talked to the Mississippi Rising Coalition who organizes protests at the intersection. Keep watching to hear from them.
I feel like it's so important for people to just come out and support each other regardless of opposition, because you're on the right side of history. Like, you want to be on this side of history, and never again means for everyone. It's not anti-Semitic to want human rights for Palestinians, and seeing 26,000 plus people killed, innocent civilians, 12,000 plus of that children, is just something we can't turn away from.
Then we talked to Kid Corsi, a USM student who encouraged people to talk about Palestine and bring attention to the issues.
Yeah, especially around here, I feel like people don't even really know what's going on. I mean, before this, I really didn't have a great idea about what was going on, and I think especially in the South, we get left out of a lot. And yes, that's the purpose, is to be here and to let people know that this is happening, because some of them might not know. Some of them might not know even how to get into contact with information like that.
The protest ended in about 2 hours. On Friday, the International Court of Justice also delivered its measures in South Africa's case of Palestinians' genocide against Israel, but it did not demand for an immediate ceasefire. We will keep you updated. Thank you. Suvi Lama, SM2 News.
Students arriving on campus may have noticed some new safety features to the parking garage. SM2 reporter Simeon Gates has more on that.
The university installed new safety barriers in the 4th Street parking garage in response to a student's petition. The 4th floor has fencing on the outside, and there are signs with the number to the National Suicide Hotline. The 5th floor is completely blocked off. Student counseling services also partnered with the 24-hour crisis hotline to support after-hours service. Senior Sarah Boone started the petition last semester after a student died from falling off the parking garage.
But I do really hope that this is the start of them seeing issues within the student population that need to be addressed. And I'm glad that they're actually taking some starting steps.
The University of Southern Mississippi has created a program option for those who are intellectually disabled. USM is calling it the Reaching, Including, Supporting, and Educating Program, or the RISE program. The RISE program is in the partnership with the School of Interdisciplinary Studies and Professional Development. RISE incorporated academics and employment preparations into its 4-year, 8-semester program. Since 2015, RISE has been a pilot program, but now the program has just been approved to take in a class of students in the fall of 2024.
The ladies of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated hosted a table talk about protective hairstyles with open conversations and dialogue. The event was welcome to all USM students but had an emphasis on African American women and men on campus. It was held on January 24th from 5:20 to 6:30 in Union Room G of the Thad Cochran Center. Kalia Means, the president of the Lambda Theta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, discussed the meaning of the event as a way to get the conversation going about the stigmas surrounding African Americans and their hairstyles. This open conversation ranged across many different topics. It went from the uniqueness of hair types, hair maintenance, and even all the way up into hair care products.
The exceptional Ieta Thai chapter invited all students to join them at a Zumba class on January 25th at the Payne Center. It was held from the 30 to 6:20 p.m. Franisa Simon, the president, and Brianna Connor, financial secretary of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, both stated what Sigma Gamma Rho was celebrating: the 30th annual National Healthy Weight Week. They decided to do an even about it, a Zumba class. In the Zumba class, students dance and follow their instructor's instructions with their electrifying music, a warm-up, and could request music choice as well.
The weather has been getting colder since winter has set in. Carlise Hudson has more on us with this breeze that we're getting.
The winter months can bring a host of problems, as individuals tend to stay inside more, become less social, and less active. Also during the winter months, individuals may become dehydrated, which can lead to more serious problems such as dry skin. Matt Hudson, registered pharmacist, discusses ways to stay healthy during the winter months.
So for staying healthy during the winter, I would recommend to first and foremost wash your hands. That's a good practice to stay healthy. Germs are all over the place, and doorknobs, phones, stuff like that are easily able to hold germs and everything. I would wash hands, get your flu shots.
Jeff Hudson discusses ways that he stays healthy during the winter months.
One of my concerns during the winter months is dry skin. With the heat on and washing my hands frequently in usually very cold water, I noticed that my hands began to become very dry and cracked. This is a major concern, especially when you're getting older.
For more information on how to stay well during the winter, contact your local physician or health instructor.
Stay tuned for more news and updates going on around your USM campus, but for right now, here's a quick look at your USM traffic cam on Hardy Street, provided to us by MDOT.
If words were enough, I would help you bear your burden. I would watch each child of yours grow strong and true. Teach them to read, and to write, and to sing, so that their voices be forgotten nevermore. If words were enough, I would sate your hunger, and you would know you are my sister, my brother, my child. If words were enough.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
At first, just leaving the house was hard.
But Wounded Warrior Project helps you realize it's possible to get out there.
To feel a sense of camaraderie again.
To find the tools to live life better.
Through generous community support,
we've connected warriors and their families with no-cost physical and mental health services, legislative advocacy, career assistance, and life skill training for 20 years. And we're just getting started.
Welcome back. Here's your Flash News Briefing. For local news, the University of Southern Mississippi own running back Frank Gore Jr. has been invited to participate in the 2024 NFL Combine. The Combine he is to attend will start on Thursday, February 29th and last till March 3rd, which will be located at the Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. He has a total of 4,022 rushing yards in his entire four-year college career at Southern Miss. This makes him one of the only 5 USM running backs to rush for more than 1,000 yards in multiple seasons. Gore Jr. is also set to play in the 99th East-West Shrine Bowl.
Well, in state news, diabetes has become an epidemic in Mississippi. Every year, more than 20,000 Mississippians are diagnosed with specifically type 2 diabetes. According to Dr. Mark Horn from the South Central Regional Medical Center, he says that with 75,000 cases going undiagnosed in Mississippi, it could be related to the shortage of physicians in the state. Horn also stated that while type 1 diabetes cannot be avoided, type 2, however, can be prevented. He says unhealthy lifestyles are the main cause, and it's important to go out and get tested for the disease.
Now on to national news. 3 United States service members were killed and 40 were injured in Jordan. The 3 soldiers that died were killed when a one-way unscrewed aerial system impacted their container housing units. The attack occurred in the early morning at the logistics support base located at the Jordaniya Defense Network. The Department of Defense and the U.S. Central Commands are working to investigate how the attack happened. Right now, it's still unclear who was responsible for the attack. Since October, U.S. service members and U.S. and coalition facilities have been attacked more than 150 times in both Iraq and Syria. This most recent is the first to kill the U.S. service members.
Amaya, I'm sitting here wondering when this little chill is going to get up from under us. You know, we got these winter storms coming in, quote unquote.
Most definitely. There's been some very, 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 very bad storms. Same here, Bethel. Let's kick it to one of our newest members on the team who will update us on the weather. Take it away.
Hi, I am Carlton Love and welcome to your SMTV weather. On Thursday, we will have a high of 61 and a low of 38, with mainly cloudy skies and a rain chance of 7%. Here's a look at our 5-day forecast, with the highs for the week being 68 on Friday and Saturday, with the lowest of the week being 39 on Monday, featuring mainly cloudy skies. Friday, however, will only be partly cloudy. Sunday, we will see a high of 63 and a low of 46. Now heading into our rain chances. You should be prepared for rain all week. The chances will start at 8% on Friday, will jump to 60% Saturday, and increase to 67% on Sunday, ending with a 24% chance on Monday. So make sure you have an umbrella. And that wraps up your SMTV weather report. Stay informed, stay prepared. Whether rain or shine, be weather-wise. Join me, Carlton Love, for the latest updates on SMTV weather. See you next time.
Thank you so much, Carlton. We still have SM2 Sports and Community Calendar left in the show, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. SMTV will be right back.
back that same care that I received. I was born at 26 weeks and was in the NICU for 89 days. Having a support system like March of Dimes is it's needed, it's necessary. Improving maternal and infant health is as important today as it was then. Join me in making a difference in the lives of families everywhere.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors. In communities around the world, when disaster strikes,
We get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
but now our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Are you looking for more in this world? Are you driven by purpose? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, the change makers. We are the Peace Corps. With volunteers in more than 60 countries, we join hands with communities, live together, work together, transform lives, and serve boldly together. Are you ready to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
In America, millions of families are facing hunger. Many are forced to choose between food and other necessities. I'm stuck between paying for medications or paying for food. John from Maine. After rent and power, I can get groceries. It's sad to say food comes last. Anna from Texas. The Feeding America network of food banks helps provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. I thought pantries were for less fortunate people, but anybody could be less fortunate in a day or even a second. Claire from Virginia. Now I can provide food for my family again. It's not a handout, it's a hand up. Liam from Ohio. No one should have to worry where their next meal will come from. Together, we can end hunger. Learn more at feedingamerica.org.
Coming to you now with our USM sports updates is SM2 reporter Amaya Anderson giving us the scoop around sports.
Welcome back to your SM2 Sports Recap. I am Amaya Anderson, and we have a jam-packed recap for you this week. So be sure to stay by your screen so you can hear all things Eagle sports. First up, track season is in the air. Throughout January, the team has been successful with 6 first places at the Vulcan Invite and multiple Golden Eagles breaking records. DeAndre Ward broke the school's record in men's long jump with a 7.8 and 2 meter jump. JaVale Fullerton in the men's 300 meters with a time of 34.23 seconds. Kevin Chiku in the men's 1,000 meter ran for 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Trinity Benson in the women's 300 meter with a time of 39.3 seconds. Adrian Harris, Jacob Tanner, JaVale Fullerton, and Elijah Berry broke the school's record for men's 4x400 relay with an excellent time of 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Their next meet is in the Music City Challenge on February 9th in Nashville, Tennessee. Rolling over to the Lady Eagles, they are now 10-9 after blowing past South Alabama in a 77-43-point win this past Saturday. Jacoria Bracey led the Lady Eagles to victory with 21 points and 8 rebounds. The women will be back in action this Saturday at 6 p.m. in the Reed Green Coliseum as they take on the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana in a conference matchup. Over the break, the men's basketball had a bunch of excitement as they pushed their record to 12-9. The Eagles are still undefeated in conference play at home with 12 wins on their home court. Over the break, Austin Crowley entered the 1,000-point club, and Victor Iwonko is one of 2 players in the country to have 20-plus blocks in January alone. The men will be back in action Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. as they take on Arkansas State in a conference matchup in Arkansas. And last but not least, the moment you've all been waiting for. The player of the week is DeAndre Ward. Ward has been outstanding for the Southern Miss track team. He broke the school record in long jump that gave him this award. Congratulations, DeAndre. And that's all for this week, folks. Make sure to catch us back next Wednesday for a recap of the Eagles. Until then, peace.
Amaya, with this new year upon us and different staff members, do you know who is on the community calendar?
No. Who is it?
Well, don't worry, you're about to find out right now.
Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Kennedy Drake and I'm here with the Community Calendar. It is a new month, which means new and exciting things are happening to keep the community entertained across Hattiesburg. The fun starts this weekend at Bethal Auditorium. All South Honor Band is hosting a concert February 4th at 1 p.m. The concert contains several bands made up of talented student musicians across the Southeast. Come down to this event for a chance to hear the beautiful art of music. Please join us for Kat Black's True Tea event, where she will have an honest discussion on inclusiveness and social justice at the University Forum. The event begins February 6th at 6:30 p.m. in Bennett Auditorium. The Forum events are free and open to the public. Trust me, you don't want to miss what she has to say. The Mardi Gras Parade is for students looking for something fun to do between breaks in classes. The 13th Annual Mardi Gras Parade will be held February 10th from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. The parade will be on Hardy Street, specifically Route 4th Street and 49 South to Hardy West to 39th, where Wells Fargo is located. This is a free event open to anyone wanting to experience a night filled with music, parades, floats, excitement, and all things New Orleans style. Come dressed in your best purple, green, and gold outfits. Are you wondering what to do the weekend leading up to Valentine's Day? If so, the Pottery Night is the perfect thing for you. If you want to learn more about hand building, grab a best friend, a date, or your mom and come ready to bring your creative mind to the test. The event is February 10th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Each person can make 2 pieces of pottery, and to register, please visit the website on screen. Here on Southern Miss TV, community matters. If you have an event you would like for us to promote, send it to sm2news@usm.edu with your event details. Be sure to check out Southern Miss Today, Monday through Thursday at noon on WUSM 88.5. And also please check out our student media, Student Prints. I'm signing out. I'm Kennedy Drake, and this has been your community calendar. Stay blessed.
Around ADHD, there's tremendous ignorance. Most people are not aware of the positives.
Can't sit still, disorganized, can't focus, lazy, stupid.
You can't make it. You never listen, you don't drink your own.
It's a super skill set.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age, some others don't.
The Super Bowl matchup is now in place. The Kansas City Chiefs will face off against the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday, February the 11th at 5:30 p.m. in the Allegiant Stadium. The Chiefs punched their way to the Super Bowl by defeating the Baltimore Ravens 17-10 in the conference championship. This will be their fourth time reaching the Super Bowl within the past 5 years. The 49ers also did the same thing and defeated the Detroit Lions in a nail-biting 31-34 victory to win their conference as well. The 49ers are looking to capture their 6th Lombardi trophy in the last 5 years. Now, Amaya, who you think gonna win?
I don't know. I'm just excited to see Usher perform and also these movies that are showing in the theater. Welcome to our newest segment, SMTV Cinema, where we bring you news on movies that are currently being shown in theaters and upcoming release. A movie that has made a return in an all-new re-image formed, Mean Girls. This new take on the classic Mean Girls has added a present-day twist by setting the movie in 2023. The movie stars the talent of Angora Rice, Renee Raps, and Christopher Brini, just to name a few. Another cinema masterpiece that has hit the big screen is the newest release of The Color Purple. This coming-of-age story was originally told on the live stage of theater with songs that touch audience time and time again. But now with a dazzling cast starring Halle Bailey, Fantasia, and her, this Broadway classic has been adapted for film and is still being shown in theaters. There is an upcoming film soon to be released that dives into the life of the famous singer-songwriter Bob Marley. It stars Kingsley Ben-Adir as Bob Marley, along with Lashana Lynch and Michael Gandolfini. The movie is set to release on February 14th. And that is all for SMTV Cinema until our next screening.
With this new semester coming up, you got all these people coming into the gyms with their New Year's resolutions, trying to start a new life. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, the gym, most definitely.
As I just talk about everybody in the gym.
I'm most definitely going to be lifting weights for now on with the gym. So yeah.
Getting a little cardio in and doing whatever we can to just stay healthy. Yeah. Man, that's the prerogative. I'm getting into it a little bit, but I'm starting to kind of just seep away. I'm in that stage where it's like, this you actually got to keep doing this to get better. I don't know about this.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching SMTV. Make sure to visit our social media page and like and follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Southern Miss Student Media. If you would like to submit a news tip, email us at sm2news@usm.edu.
Also, if you would like to advertise with SM2 Media, please reach out to Josh Wilson at joshua.wilson@usm.edu. You can find all these stories and more on our website, sm2media.com. That's it for SM2. Thank you for joining us this semester, and we will see you on our next show. And as always, remember, Southern Miss
to the top.
It's important to get a flu shot each and every year because flu viruses are constantly changing and immunity from the vaccine decreases over time. Flu vaccines are updated annually to work against that year's viruses. The best time to get your shot is in the fall, but getting it later can still help. Getting a flu shot lowers your risk of getting sick, and if you do happen to get flu, it's likely to be less severe.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive?
ZWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
At first, just leaving the house was hard.
But Wounded Warrior Project helps you realize it's possible to get out there.
To feel a sense of camaraderie again.
To find the tools to live life better.
Through generous community support, we've connected warriors and their families with no-cost physical and mental health services, legislative advocacy, career assistance, and life skill training for 20 years. And we're just getting started.